When I talk about climate change, I think much more broadly about the principles of sustainability and the ability for us to regard ourselves or to be regarded in the future as great ancestors. A colleague of mine at Sydney University, a soil scientist, said to me recently when I asked him for a definition of sustainability, and he said it's just joined up thinking. And it was the first time I'd heard someone come at it from a completely different angle. As a soil scientist, he's concerned that the work he does on carbon in soils is not enough to deal with carbon sequestration or climate change. He needs to partner with various people around the system in a joined-up thinking exercise to understand what his role is, and he doesn't know those people yet, and he doesn't know how to access them. So he thinks of climate change and sustainability as the joining up topic, and therefore climate change is just one of the issues, one of the complex issues we face, particularly in development and voluntarism. I think it's worth just putting climate change into its perspective. There are several enormous global interconnected problems that we face in the 21st century. And they are all interlinked, and they all play out every day in all of our lives. They start with growing energy demands and population growth, persistent extreme poverty, which you know all about, disruptive and intense impacts of climate change, impacts and the fact of our climate change itself, but the impacts most particularly. Importantly, biodiversity and species loss and extinction. We're seeing a mass extinction of species during this early part of the 21st century, and one that we're not giving adequate discussion to in the context of climate change. Unsustainable financial systems, I don't need to talk through that, we're living through that. And the connection between those financial systems and the externalities of the environment and climate change are all interwoven very closely. And persistent gender-related challenges and discrimination.